You know why we're here? I've a right of way through your farm. Do you deny that?
No.
All I want you to do is to clear all that stuff that's getting in the way of me using it.
And if I don't?
I'll take you to court to enforce my rights.
Let's give them
Why
the
do
money.
you want all that money?
It's my business.
Not when you have to tell lies to get it.
I'm not impressed with the way you behave since you've been here.
I don't like work.
Oh, that's honest. Not that you haven't made it obvious.
And if you're not serious, the way I mean it, then leave her alone and give Joe a chance to find out if he is.
So what are you going to do?
Eat humble pie. I'm not looking forward to it. There's a time when it has to be done.
If you want to do something to help the farm, do it yourself. Accept responsibility for the place or leave. There's no room for passengers here, however thick their wallets are.
Hello everyone and welcome to the video. My name's Serenity Solo on the Axe and here we are with Emmerdale episode 6. This will continue going forward until episode 148. Then it might start jumping all over a bit unless more DVDs get released. But the last DVD got released in I think 2015. So unless the ones that brought Sons and Daughters and Prisoner start doing it, I don't think we're going to get many more, to be honest with you. I hope they do, so I can continue bringing them in order, but unfortunately, not right now. So, I am thinking of adding an extra day, moving Monday shows to Saturday, doing a Monday with Dropbox shows, a Wednesday with Daily Motion shows, and then the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which is the normal Monday, Friday, Sunday shows right now. So that'll bring more shows to you that I can't get on. It'll also bring you the time limited Patreon exclusives, which right now are Bad Girls, Murder She Wrote, You Me the Apocalypse, and there is one more that I can't quite remember right now. So if you're on YouTube, could I please ask for a like, comment and subscribe? I would gratefully appreciate that. And if you have already subscribed, thank you so much. It really does help me out, it honestly does. And if you're on Daily Motion, if I want a follow as well, please. I would really beg of that because that would help me out too. And to my Patreon members, it is you that is bringing the content to me to allow me to bring the content straight back to you. Thank you all so much. You all have a special place in my heart. And with that, let's get on with the video. So I do hope you're enjoying my shows and what I do. I don't just slap together the camera footage and the show itself. I do quite a bit of editing in it, as you can see from the previews at the beginning. And I do what a lot of others don't do by muting out my coughs, sneezes, vaping, stuff like that. I don't mute out my voice, unfortunately. You stuck with that. But I'm enjoying this and I do want to keep it coming, and the motion blur is terrible. Oh, it starts straight on.
What's it all about?
Money. That's what it's all
Alfie.
about. You had £2 off Grandad, £5 off me.
You let him have £5?
Don't worry, it'll get stopped out of his wages.
Such as they are.
Ah, such as they are. You treat him no better and no worse than anyone else.
Does a lot less than all.
I'll deal with this, Peggy. You get rest of washing in.
Well, don't keep him chatting. Matt's stuck up doing walling on his own.
And there's Matt, who had £2 off him, too.
I wanted to get his rod repaired.
And I wanted Peggy out of the way before it got mentioned.
We shall have to know sometime.
All the same, that's a private argument. I don't want it mixed up with this. Did you get it done?
But the rod only cost 30 bob.
Why not? You had money enough to get it done half a dozen times.
Well, Cartwrights hadn't got part to fit.
Well, you can sort that out with Peggy and Matt when you choose.
Let's give them
Why
the
do
money.
you want all that money?
It's my business.
Not when you have to tell lies to get it. What was the real reason? Where were you going to take her? I'm no fool. I know what goes on in boys' heads. You wanted to take that Wilkes girl out for a treat, somewhere posh. That it?
Oh, look. £2 for Grandad and 5 bob light of your fiver. I'll make it up, don't fret.
5 bob's better than £5 at your wages. What's 5 bob? Is that
Dad.
50p?
Ah, he's got it bad, hasn't he?
Poor lad.
Why, it's hard with women at his age.
Trouble is, Jack being mixed up with the two. Doesn't make for a happy house when brothers are at odds over the same girl.
Well, you'll have to have a word with Jack then.
I will. Not without her. Worst thing a mother can do is to try and sort out her son's women.
You've had a spree by the look of it.
Here, take him.
Well, he's going to
I
be
opened them.
Don't
even
see how I can
angrier.
stop you. Oh, had visitors, have you?
Yes. Oh, look at these. You
Let's
going
go.
hiking?
Well, I hope to do a bit of walking. Keep this down. Who was it?
And a hat.
Dodge it.
Oh, I must see it on. Lovely. You look the perfect squire.
That's for you.
For me? Oh, Daddy, it's lovely. Thank you.
Who was the visitor?
Oh, just Jack Sugden. You'll have to get a walking stick to complete the picture.
I've got one.
Oh, he didn't kick off as much as I thought.
Did he just drop in?
No, I invited him to lunch.
You don't seem very keen to talk about it.
Well, there's nothing very much to talk about. He helped me yesterday when I ran out of petrol.
It's my boyfriend.
So I asked him to lunch as
Not mine.
well as a sort of thank you. You don't mind, do you?
Why should I?
He's really rather nice when you get to know him.
And you're managing that, are you? Getting to know him? Seriously?
I've only met him
I thought
twice.
it'd kick off.
3 times.
Well, everything has to start somewhere.
Lady.
I don't want to interfere. I don't want you getting hurt again either.
I'll be careful. Really, I will.
I don't mind who you have here, you know that. You're entitled to make your own friends. But if you arranged last night for him to come to lunch today, I'm wondering why you didn't mention it this morning.
I just didn't think of it.
Now, that's not quite true, is it, Marion?
No, I'm sorry. But I was...
You were afraid I'd think he was getting at you over the right-of-way business, eh? And did he?
No. I wanted to talk about it, but he wouldn't.
Very wise of him. Now, listen. Choose what friends you like. Meet them wherever you like, within reason. But leave any business of mine out of it, understand?
I only wanted to
I know,
ask-
be a good neighbour. Keep it friendly.
These family members are taking it
A right-of-way has got nothing to do with being neighbourly
a lot
or
easier
being
than I
friendly.
thought.
It's a legal matter. It's got to be sorted out that way, so that everybody knows exactly where they stand. And above all, never let there be anything but the truth between us. Right?
You did good casting for them two. I still think it's going to
Just
end up in
thinking of starting milking.
fisticuffs.
Well, nobody's stopping you.
Somebody's got to do it, whoever does it.
Had a hard time with the walling, have you?
The best part of Long Acre to finish, if you're interested.
I find it difficult to get worked up over walls.
If you don't pull your finger out, there'll be no walls to worry about. Or farm either.
Does that bother you?
Aye, it does.
But you're thinking of leaving?
I haven't gone yet. And there's others to think of. Joe, Ma and Grandad, they've got to live somewhere. Well, perhaps that doesn't interest you either.
If they
Right,
leave,
you
that's
bet.
even less plot lines to go around.
You're honest.
And you won't mind my saying, I'm not impressed with the way you behave since you've been here.
I don't like work.
Oh, that's honest. Not that you haven't made it obvious.
I've no reason to pretend what I'm not. Can you get labour around here easily?
If you can pay for it.
A lot of people don't like work, they still have to do it.
And get someone to do my share of the work. Here. Pay him the going rate and let me know if you need any more.
You're the owner. Do the iron and firing yourself.
Matt,
You're fired.
you're likely to be in trouble with Peggy about the fishing rod Joe broke, aren't you? No, wait.
Blackmail.
If the weather holds and you do go fishing, take Joe's rod. She won't notice.
Could be right.
If it was a hat or a coat, yes. But a fishing rod? Never.
Ah, thanks for the tip. Tell you what, I'll manage the cows on my own.
That cow are louder than them
Come
talking.
on, Dad. You don't have to sit on top of fire. Rest of room's not freezing.
Blood's not as thick as it was.
Where's towel?
Yeah. You should get it before you start.
Why are they washing up in the
You
kitchen
should use
sink?
bathroom. That's
Yeah.
the proper place,
Thank
not
you.
sink.
If I go to the bathroom, you complain about mud on stairs, so make
You
your
wash
mind
up
up.
in the kitchen sink.
You'll have to learn a bit too if you're going to make it with that Wilkes
Ghosts in the
girl.
machine. What's
There's
so
not
much
to be
most
ashamed
daunting?
of in trying to live decent. It's farmhouse, Peggy, not a palace. Have you dropped in to do some work? Just to see how things are getting on?
What's all this? The sun's shining.
Is it worth it, do you think? Better try. It's worse than April.
I'll happen I'll get a look at fire now.
Too hard done by, that's your trouble.
What you doing tonight, Joe?
Take this. What? Go on.
Would you like to go down to the pub? I'd like to buy you a drink.
I can buy my own drinks.
What will you just give all your money away?
Don't waste your time.
When's peacemaking a waste of time?
When it's done at the wrong time. He's in no mood for chatting to you, or anyone else for that matter. Leave him be. He'll work himself out of it.
Does he get moods much?
All lads get moods over girls sometimes. It's part of growing up.
He's told you what his trouble is, then?
What's your version?
I haven't got one.
Suit yourself. But it might pay you to remember this isn't the city. Courting still means something here.
Well, there's still quite a lot goes on behind Eric's, though.
That does no harm either. But walking out's taken seriously by most young'uns. You serious about this Wilkes girl?
Is
Serious?
that a mother
I'm not sure I know what that means.
on the wall?
You know what I mean.
Oh, I think I know what you mean.
And that's all that counts in this argument. And if you're not serious, the way I mean it, then leave her alone and give Joe a chance to find out if he is.
It's got an old-fashioned ring. Serious.
I dare say. And by the same token, you might think of doing some old-fashioned work and make up your mind about doing some work to keep our heads above water.
I've been doing that. During the next few weeks, while I sort out what I'm going to do, I want to engage a man to help out. Do my share of the work. Will you get someone for me?
Hey,
I don't know anyone. I'll pay his wages, of course.
you're not sure?
No, I'm not short. How much will it be?
That's for you to find out.
Oh, come on, you can
No
help.
help, eh?
Listen, Jack. That's a lot of money you got there. How you got it is your affair. Except I hope it was come by honestly. No, you listen.
He didn't say
This
anything.
farm is yours. I've told you the position. But you've hardly done a hand's turn to help since you set foot in the place. All right, we'll have to manage. We'll be glad of your help. But you can keep your money. If you want to do something to help the farm, do it yourself. Accept responsibility for the place or leave. There's no room for passengers here, however thick their wallets are.
He was going to get someone in to do his job. He was going to pay for it. Does it really? Oh, I see. She wants to keep it in the family. She don't want strangers rooting about the place.
Yes?
Mr. Wilkes here, please.
Mr. Wilkes is here, Mr. Peters.
Thank you.
Oh, show him up, will you?
I don't know what's going on in this episode with the VHS quality.
Ah, Mr. Wilkes. Fine bit of file on the Sugden farm, will you? Punctual as ever, Mr. Wilkes.
I don't like being kept waiting, so I make a point of doing unto others. You could do with a lift.
Oh, there's not room, I'm afraid. I look upon those stairs as my daily exercise.
Maybe, but your customers come here for advice, not exercise.
Would you like some tea?
No, thank you.
A cigar?
No, I'll have a pipe. Any news of the Dundley sale?
The days
Well,
when you could
both
smoke
Tewkesbury and
inside.
Maidstone are still considering.
Well, what they've got to
Business
consider. They'd be fools not to jump at the chance of getting Dundleys.
Yes, well, I think some of the directors are away.
Maybe. So, I didn't come here to discuss that. Sugden's due at 3, right? That gives us a few minutes. What do you know about him?
What, personally, you mean?
Oh, what sort of a chap is he? What does he do for a living?
Well, I can't help you much, I'm afraid.
You must know something.
Well, very little. The Sugdens lease the farm from the Mayfield estate. They have done for 2 or 3 generations.
I don't want to run down on his family history. Just tell me what you know about him.
Well, he's been away for about 8 years.
Shouldn't they be sorting this out with
nobody
the
knows.
owners, though?
He returned when his father died. He left originally because they quarrelled, or so I've heard. But what it was about...
What about before he left? What sort of a chap was he then?
Well, I've only been here 6 years. In fact, I've never met him.
Only? But say that's long enough.
Who's the biggest busybody in the village?
I think there's a choice of several.
Oh, what'll do? Just someone I could meet casually. You know, somebody who chats a lot without being asked much.
You mean someone who would know about Jack Sugden?
That's it.
Do you ever go to the Woolpack?
I can, if necessary.
The landlord, Amos Brearley. Now, he knows pretty well everything about everybody in Beckingdale since the year dot. Yes?
Mr. Sugden for you, Mr. Peters.
Oh, tell him to come up. I think he should be able to tell you anything you wanted to know.
You're not supposed to be
May I
together.
ask why you're so interested in him?
My daughter's getting friendly with him. It's her own affair, and I don't want to interfere. But sometimes
Something
it's a
about the
father's duty
VHS quality.
To see she doesn't make the wrong choice.
Something like that. Let's get this over.
Come in.
All set, I see.
Sit down, Mr. Sugden.
Well, what's the drill?
Well, as you know from my letter, Mr. Sugden, Mr. Wilkes has a claim.
Yes, well, we don't want a lot of preamble. You know why we're here. I've a right-of-way through your farm. Do you deny that?
No.
All I want you to do is to clear all that stuff that's getting in the way of me using it.
And if I don't?
I'll take you to court to enforce my rights.
You're very keen on your rights, aren't you, Mr. Wilkes?
Is that anything to be ashamed of?
No, I like people who are keen on their rights.
Should be sorting out with the owners.
Actually,
not
I'm keen
the
on my own.
tenants.
Well, if you've got any to stop me using that right-of-way, I'm willing to listen.
I haven't.
Then you'll clear that stuff.
If you want me to.
Well, I do. That's what we're meeting about.
All right, I'll have it cleared.
Good. I'm glad you can see sense.
Oh.
It'll save a lot of expense and trouble all round.
It's very muddy up that track, you know. Your cars won't find it easy going when it's wet. In winter, we have difficulty getting even a tractor across that field.
I'll have it drained and made up. That'll cure any bother.
Good. The hikers and ramblers will be grateful.
Wait a minute. What hikers? What ramblers?
Well, don't you know?
No what?
You don't, do you?
What's he on about?
For a solicitor, you're rather careless. You should research more. From the deeds of the old Mayfield Manor, you have right of access to your house through our farm as a carriageway.
Huh?
But it follows the line of an old footpath, which is a public right-of-way, continuing through your property and out the other side. Past your drawing room window, as a matter of fact. As I say, I'm keen on people who fight for their rights, and I shall help the ramblers to fight for theirs.
Yeah, you can't argue
Good day.
against one. I mean, be for one and then argue against the other.
Never guess who was in here last night.
That right?
Another penny. Tell the Arca girl. She was asking about you.
Give me some change for the phone, will you? Tens.
Don't you copyright me, man. Men.
Wally? Jack? Jack!
Don't know what's up with this
I'm in
eye.
the Woolpack, that's why. Listen, I want you to get Bart Ansett to come up here. Because of a job I want him to advise me on. No, not the same time as Lynn. Oh, did she? I'll make make it Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday. The Feathers, Connelton. No, she can book the room herself.
He's going to think he's having it away.
Write it down. The Feathers, Connelton, near Houghton. Got it? And tell Bart to come up sometime next week. But let me know what day. Yes, Wednesday for Lynn. About 6. No, thank you. I've had enough.
He's scarping fast, bloody hell.
Hello. What do you have?
And he's going to tell her. She's going to be jealous, seeing both together.
You mean you didn't notice at all? Not a thing. I could have been using a bent pin and a stick. Well, that's something, I suppose. Have a look. Oh, a couple of half-pounders.
Don't know why the volume keeps changing.
Oh, you had a bit of a party then. Is it good to get out? No. I'll have to find that catalogue Peggy used. See if I can get a new top piece. I'll pay for it, don't worry. Oh, I'm expecting you to. Oh.
Breakfast on table?
Right, we're nearly finished.
Why are these not running in days?
Go on, girls.
Like Thursday's a Thursday.
Oh, will you go on? I'll let them out. Right, we'll just got a nice cup of tea. Come on, girl.
It's from Mrs. Watson. Her mother's too bad, she can't leave her.
Oh, dear.
Thinks we ought to get somebody else.
Shall I make some inquiries in the village?
Yes. And while you're about it, see if there are any decent restaurants at the same time.
Am I really such a lousy cook?
Your coffee's good, but God help the man you marry if he has a sensitive stomach.
How did you get on about the right-of-way?
I got egg on my face, that's what.
You mean there isn't a right-of-way?
Oh, there's a right-of-way, all right. But it's not just mine, it's public. All the world and his wife can come traipsing over our back lawn if they've a mind.
Across the lawn?
Blasted Peters. I mind to sue him.
Well, how did you find out?
That Jack Sugden. Give him his due, though. He played his hand well. Even if he is too clever by half. I never felt such a fool in my life.
So what are you going to do?
Eat humble pie. I'm not looking forward to it. There's a time when it has to be done.
Did he say what happened?
Oh, well,
All he
that
said
conflict
was, right
ended
away,
quite
business
soon.
was settled. Nothing more to worry about. Meaning Wilkes isn't going to use it? As I can tell, that's it. Well, just like to know how he did it, that's all. You're going to have to run. Jackson's shuts for dinner hour. I'll go outside. He'll serve me. Hope you're right. You're funny toad without sausages. I'll get 'em, don't fret.
I never knew Harpy Jackson would say no to money.
It's her own silly fault. She had him on the list yesterday and forgot him. Hey. That Will's girl's coming to yard. Ah, we're not putting flags out. Wonder what she wants.
See, Jack.
Get off and get sausages. Go on.
Oh, hello. Is your mother here?
Okay.
Could I see you for a minute, Mrs. Sugden?
Come in. If you don't buck up, we won't get towed till supper time.
I hope I've not called at an awkward time.
No. Get on while you say. What's the trouble?
Oh, no trouble. We need a cook, housekeeper, temporary. I was wondering if you could recommend someone.
I thought they were asking
Work
her.
at Inglebrook?
Yes. I don't know anyone in the village. I'd be grateful if you could help.
Plain cooking, would it be?
Well, no, not quite. Daddy likes... Well, he's a bit of a gourmet.
You won't find many fancy cooks hereabouts.
You want our Annie? Cook out, she can.
I'm not available. I've enough on my hands here. You could try Mary Helliwell. She used to be in service at the old manor.
Do you know where she lives?
Down by the bridge, isn't it?
Aye, Hartford Street, next to Cullen's sweet shop.
Oh, hello, Joe.
Take the notice. It gets like that.
Well, I'll try Mary. Is it Mrs. Helliwell?
Ah, she's a widow. Happen she'd be glad of a bit of work.
Well, thank you. I am grateful. Do you know of any good restaurants around here?
Restaurants? Ah, that's something I wouldn't know about.
Except there are many
Daddy's
posh
getting a
ones
bit edgy
there.
with my cooking. So am I. We just want somewhere where we can get a decent meal.
And there's a place up at Crossroads. Don't know what it's like, though.
Well, best place to eat round here is Hotel Cold Feathers. Connelton, out on Houghton Road.
Oh, I've heard that's good.
Aye, and best night to eat is a Wednesday. They have special chefs there Wednesday.
Oh, good. That'll cheer Daddy up.
Aye, and with a bit of luck, you might get a surprise yourself.
Oh! I didn't think about that. That's when Jack's meeting that woman. Oh, Joe's bloody matron doesn't think an Ivan bitch or Pat the Rat from Sons and Daughters. So it's going to lead to a massive bust-up. I don't know when. Since they're not doing days as in they're doing the future, where Wednesday is Wednesday, Thursday is Thursday, etc, etc. So I don't know exactly how days are following on through here, how much time skips happening. Since it's not saying. Sign out. Yes, as I was saying, I don't know if it's going straight on to the next day, since it's like halfway through the episodes and it's like morning again. I don't know if it's going through the next day or if they're skipping over a few days or anything like that, because it was, what, 2 or 3 episodes now? 3 episodes, I think it were, where Jack arranged to meet someone the following Thursday. That one should have been the following Thursday, I think, or the last one should have been. So, and then that's next week. So I don't know exactly how these are going along. So I don't know how far behind they were of the actual date they were on. So they have to do time jumps at some point to catch up, surely. But yes, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the scheming started. The family took it a lot better than I expected about Jack and Manibel or Manny-Ann or something like that. Is it Manny-Ann? I can't remember. But they took it better than I expected. I expected a massive bust-up. You're not seeing her then. I forbid him from being in this house. Now that didn't happen. They're all nicey about it. And he just wants him to let him make his own mistakes. It is right though, if he's not serious, he's got to let her know he's not serious. If she's not serious, then yeah, fine, carry it on. But if she is, it's not nice to string it along, and I can't help but think her and Joe are going to get together. I just can't help but think that. But yes, if you're enjoying this show, please let me know in the comments. It will go up to 2 nights a week at some point next year. Thinking about making the multi-days next year. Also, the Monday shows will be moving to a Saturday, and then Monday will be a Dropbox day. Tuesday will be a Daily Motion, Wednesday will be a Daily Motion day, and then Friday, Saturday, Sundays will be what you've got now, just Saturdays being what's in the Monday slot at the moment. If I could please ask for a like, comment and subscribe, I would gratefully appreciate that. I love you all, whoever has subscribed, same with those who have followed. If you haven't followed, could I please beg a follow as well. You do get all the shows that I can't get on YouTube. And also to my Patreon members, it is you that is bringing the content to me to allow me to bring the content straight back to you. Thank you all ever so much. I love you lots, no matter what tier you are. You all mean the world to me, you honestly do. So with that, I shall sign out and go to the next one. Really hope to see you there. Goodbye.